Hello there, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by for your daily Reiki micro session. This is a micro session because it's only 5 minutes long, where a normal Reiki session with me does last for an hour. So, this is just enough to give you a little bit of a taste of Reiki to see what you feel like it is or what you can feel it doing for you, and to decide if you would like to have more Reiki in your life or not. So we're going to start off with the Reiki micro session. We'll follow that up with questions where you have the chance to ask whatever's on your heart or on your mind. I'll use my psychic abilities and one of my tarot decks to answer those questions for you. But for the Reiki, what we're going to do, Reiki has so many different things that it can help us with: emotional things, relationship things, financial things, physical things. Today, I'm just going to ask that the Reiki work on whatever is for your highest and best good for each of you out there as individuals. And we'll just start right now, shall we? All right, so we're starting the Reiki at 38 after the hour. That means we will be finishing it up at 45 after the hour. Gabby, hello, hello, welcome. How are you? Thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate that, Ms. Gabby. Does anybody here have any questions about Reiki? This is a great time to ask Reiki questions while we're doing Reiki. 4 more minutes left. Oh, wow, that's fantastic. Oh, I've got something terrible on my tooth. Look at that. Ugh. Sorry about that. Oh, I just made it worse. Nothing like live video, right? Shakoya, welcome, welcome. So you're almost in labor? That's, oh, wonderful. Wonderful. Is it time to be in labor? I'm assuming that it is. Shakoya, how are you, honey? Does anybody have any questions about Reiki today? 3 more minutes, by the way. Glad to hear that you're great. I am fantastic, thank you. Alive and breathing is always a good start on the day, right? So many options after that. Not yet. I'll be moving to Golden. I'll probably head out, hit the road on the 20th. I'll be packing up the cargo van on the 19th. Hitting the road on the 20th, and then hopefully get there that night, unpack the next day, bring the cargo van back, and then drive my car back. So, but that's all later. Hello there, Diane. Welcome, welcome. I know it's getting to be crunch time, Gabby. I'm starting to feel the pressure of all the things I have to get ready and get boxed up. And I got my birth certificate while I was in this state because this is where I was born, and trying to get taxes done before I go. And I don't know. I'm just trying to keep a steady pace on it. I think it'll be a relief once I get there. I'm trying to do one step at a time. That's a good reminder for me. 2 more minutes left of the Reiki. And here comes the furnace. I apologize if that's really loud and distracting, guys. 1 more minute of Reiki. So wow, we might not see you tomorrow, Gabby. You might be having that baby and taking care of it, sitting up in the hospital doing the big nursing thing and announcing to the world about your healthy, wonderful baby. Right? I understand that. All right, let's wrap up the Reiki. And who has questions? Time for 5 minutes of questions. By the way, just a little reminder that what is that? Super chats are never required, but always appreciated. Okay, timer set. Who has a question? No questions today. May have to do just a message for the room. What is a message for the room? Message for the room today. Oh, beautiful. Okay. So here's what's going on. We're showing up as people who have broken out of some kind of restraints that we were putting on ourselves mentally, broken free from restricting ourselves. That's how we're showing up. What's crossing that? The King of Swords. We were able to break out of that restriction because we thought the situation through in a logical, rational way, and we could see where we were doing more restriction of ourselves than liberating of ourselves. Let's see what's at the base of this. What's at the base of this? What was the cause of us breaking free from that? Oh, we walked away from something that was making us feel depleted or unenergized. So by walking away from something that was making us feel depleted or unenergized, that gave us a chance to think things over and really allow ourselves to remove the restrictions we personally have put on ourselves. And this allows us further to manifest the things that we want to manifest in our lives. In the past, what did we have? In the past, we've already completed something. We could have got a certificate, completed some kind of training, completed some kind of phase, but we've completed something. And when we completed it, we walked away. We walked away from something that was making us feel depleted. Maybe we were waiting to complete that before we were able to walk away from something that was making us feel depleted. And once we walked away, we found that liberation through thinking things through, which is now going to allow us to manifest more fully in the near future. The Lady in Reverse. This is frustration and manifesting. So this is just feeling like we're trying to manifest one thing, but something else is coming in. Let's look at best advice in this situation. Four of Wands in reverse. It's time to detach or step away from the situation. Look at it more logically again. Once again, let's look at outside influences in this situation. What's going on outside of ourselves that's influencing this? Four of Cups. We've got somebody around us that has a really negative attitude. It's the cup is half empty attitude. That's that's influencing us, and they're sort of changing our perspective to where we should be excited that we've broke out of some kind of limiting thought pattern, but instead we're feeling all blah 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 because of somebody around us. We're letting them influence us. Hopes or fears in this situation. Hopes are that we're going to make bank, that we're going to make this into a profitable situation. For some of us, this might be hopes that somebody who has resources would come into the rescue. But I think for a lot of us, this is more about us rescuing ourselves. And what's the ultimate outcome of this situation where we've freed ourselves from limiting beliefs? Ultimate outcome. Woo, baby. Ultimate outcome is that we start to get some really inspired ideas about what we can do moving forward towards manifesting those things that we want to manifest, and starting to take action on those too with the page. That's not the ace, that's the page. We're taking action on those things. We may even be contacting other people and asking them if they want to be involved in those inspired ideas as well. Okay, so that was the message for the room, or for anybody who cares to watch this video. Gabby, what did you say? Something about Trey. Why is Trey watching from afar? Why is Trey watching from afar? La, da, 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 da. Oh, interesting. Look at this. You asked about him watching from afar. We've got the 7 of Wands. That's holding your ground, keeping your boundaries, holding up your boundaries. So that's just Spirit confirming that he's hearing your question. He, she, it, whatever you want to call Spirit, the universe. Okay. The first thing is because there's the Feralta in reverse. Now, this is basically my medicine woman, only it's called the Feralta. It's more in a Celtic type of leaning. So this is somebody who knows how to bring things into balance, and this talks about he's not in a balanced situation. He's not in a balanced place. He may not feel like he is grounded enough to be doing anything but watching from afar. He may not feel financially established enough to be doing anything but watching from afar. With the moon, this does show him continuing to sort of skulk in the shadows, basically, not to be directly around or directly making an impact. With that 10 of Wands, this is telling me, well, actually, I'm reading this as the combination here. There's 2 combinations, actually, I want to read with this. So that one about skulking in the shadows and picking up, 10 of Wands talks about having responsibilities and feeling overburdened with responsibilities. So basically, I think he's overwhelmed. He's really overwhelmed. And we've got the Queen of Swords in reverse. This basically says, too, that he feels like you have pretty much cut him out of your life already anyway. And so that's another factor in why he is staying sort of in the shadows. Number 1, he's overwhelmed. And number 2, he feels like you've already said, be gone. And so he kind of is. All right. So there you go, Gabby. So that was the last question because the timer went off just as I was trying to remember what that question was. I hope you find that helpful, my dear. And I thank you guys very much for being here. Well, I mean, it's kind of, I hate to say it, but it's kind of hard, kind of easy to understand the idea of being overwhelmed, you know, but at the same time, like, so what, you're supposed to handle the whole load all by yourself? Isn't that going to overwhelm you? So it's a tough situation. But thank you guys all for being here. I do appreciate it. Thank you for sharing this video with others who may find it beneficial, especially the Reiki part. Thank you for thumbs ups, and thank you to those of you who are ordering private readings and private Reiki sessions. It is because of all of you guys' support at every single level that I'm able to do what I love to do for my living. So thank you very much. Everybody have a fantastic, wonderful, thrilling rest of your day. And if I don't see you here for a private between now and then I'll see you guys back on the next video. Peace out.